All right, hello. This video is for Carson, Hayden, and Beth for high school band. So this week we got off to a slow start with the band because we had to do all of these COVID precautions. We have to cover our instruments, bells and everything, so you're not spitting on other people. We have to have masks with holes in them. It's been a whole crazy thing. So we've gotten off to a slow start, but we did finally start playing, and we are going back to the Avengers for a little while because your peers all said they wanted to give it another shot since you kind of got cut short with it last spring. So we're gonna go back to the Avengers. I will have attached PDFs in the Google Classroom of 3 pages, so please make sure you pick the right one. I put the alto sax part, I put both trumpet parts. So there's trumpet 1 and trumpet 2. I'm going to be going through each of those parts, and we're gonna go from measure 4 to measure 21 approximately. Now in most of, in the alto sax part and in the trumpet 2 part, those measures are pretty much all the same the whole way through. So if you are playing trumpet 1, it's the only time when you're not gonna be doing the same thing. So basically this week is kind of like a rhythm study to get you back into things and remind you how the rhythm of the Avengers goes, which is that quarter, quarter, 16th, 8th. So it's dun, dun, da-da-dun, 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 dun, and it just keeps repeating that same way over and over again. And the trick is not losing count of how many 16th notes you have. So what I would recommend is, rather than looking at the music, unless that is absolutely what works best for you, just learn it by feel. Listen to the song, listen to this recording, or listen to the actual Avengers song. It's extremely clear. You can hear it really well, this part in the song. But I am going to play it for you. So this applies to both trumpet part 2 and alto saxophone. So for alto sax, you're playing, I'm gonna start at the 1, 2, 3, 4 pickups to measure 5. So I'm starting in measure 4, where we have the B flat and the C for alto saxophone. And for trumpet 2, we have E flat and F. Those will both sound the same. So I will be playing one note for you. I'm playing your part. This is what your instrument should sound like. Now, granted, this piano is probably not in perfect tune. So just if you're a little out of tune, it may not be your fault. Just do your best. Okay, so I am starting at pickups to measure 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then we repeat, measure 9. Measure 13. Last set. And that got us all the way to measure 21. I am exhausted just from playing it on piano. It's an exhausting thing to play. I played alto saxophone, and I know your embouchure starts to hurt after a while, and I can't even imagine how bad it hurts on trumpet. So what I'm asking you to do this week is, you don't necessarily have to play that all the way through just yet. I know you kind of have probably your summer chops, so you haven't necessarily practiced all summer, and your mouth might not be ready for this. So I'm asking you to play measures 4 through 13, no repeat, okay? Measures 4 through 13, no repeat. I'm gonna play those a little bit slower. Again, this is for alto saxophone and for trumpet part 2. And if you already know this, skip the rest of the video, you're fine, okay? So you'll just record that for me. So we're playing pickups to measure 5, so measure 4, all the way to measure 13 with no repeat. Okay, so I'm doing that right now. 1, 2. So that is exactly what you will be playing for me. Now, if you have any trouble recording things and you don't think you're gonna be able to get that to me, by the way, it can be either video or audio. I don't mind if it's just audio. You can get that to me by email or turn it in on Google Classroom. If you're gonna have any problems getting a recording, I need to know right away, not just at the last minute, okay? Now, if you were trumpet part 1, either Hayden or Carson, I will play your part. So what I will want to hear from you is measure 13 to measure 21, if that is what you were working on, if you were on trumpet part 1. So here's how that sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is what I will want to hear from you. I'll play that a little bit slower now. So this is like the melody, the heroic Avengers melody, okay? Here we go. Measure 13, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay. I will also include recordings of just those parts so you can practice with those. You can put headphones in and listen as you play, or you can play it out loud and listen as you play. You can even have it playing and play along with it in your recording for me. But if you have any other questions or difficulties, let me know. If these notes are too difficult for you in some way, if they are too low or too high and you need some help, or if you're having trouble with the articulation, I know that da-da-da, 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 da-da-da with all staccatos can be really hard. So do your best. Let me know if you're having trouble and we can talk about it, okay? All right, I will put those recordings and the music in Google Classroom, and I look forward to hearing you play.